Hello and welcome back to school. So we are starting our new maths unit on geometry. And as usual, we always start with geometry key terms. Okay, it's very important we know the key terms so we can communicate properly. So let's look at our first slide. So the key term here would be ray and endpoint. Okay, so what exactly is a ray? A ray is a line, okay, with an endpoint. So this is the endpoint. And the line extends to the other direction. So a ray has an endpoint and a line that extends infinitely. That means never ending to another direction. And it can go in any direction. Okay, so this is a ray, this is a ray, this is a ray. As long as it has an endpoint and a line going infinitely to another direction. Okay, so our next term would be vertex. Now, as you can see over here, that's an endpoint. Now what happens here? We have two rays, okay, and it's connected by the endpoint. So where the two endpoints meet, that is what we call the vertex. Okay, it's when two endpoints meet together. Okay, so it's like a corner. Okay, and when we have two rays whose endpoints meet, and we remember that we call that a vertex, it creates, okay, an angle. So now this is an angle, and this curve is how we show an angle. Okay, so now we have our key terms. So when you look at books and online, you will see that an angle is represented by two rays, ray 1, ray 2, a vertex. So as you can see, there's the endpoints connected to each other, and it creates an angle. Okay, and this is the angle. So what is an angle? Based on what you know, okay, you see that it's two rays sharing the same endpoint that forms a vertex. Okay, so that is what an angle is. So from year 7, you learned about the following things. Okay, I'm sure you know an acute angle is less than 90 degrees. Okay, greater than 0 but less than 90 degrees. So anything from 1 to 89.99999 degrees, that's all acute as long as it's less than 90. Right angle is exactly 90 degrees. Okay, obtuse angle is greater than 90 but less than 180, because 180 degrees is called a straight angle. You can see it's flat. Okay, so this angle, and there's the vertex, okay, measures 180 degrees. Now a reflex angle is like the outer side of the inside angle. It's like the opposite of the inner angle, and that is greater than 180. So it's more than a straight angle but less than 360, because 360 degrees is a complete angle. In other words, it's how many angles there are in a circle. Okay, if you notice, if I start it here and I go around, it goes back to the beginning point. That is 360 degrees. Okay, so acute less than 90, right is exactly 90, obtuse is greater than 90 but less than 180, straight angle is exactly 180, reflex is the outer part of an angle. It's like your elbow. Okay, if this is your arm, this is your inner arm, that's your elbow. It's greater than 180 but less than 360, because 360 is a full circle, a complete angle. Okay, and you also learned about the different types of lines. So you know that lines, okay, extend infinitely. Infinitely means have no end. It will just go on both sides. Okay, this is like the number line. Okay, it just extends forever. Okay, parallel lines will never meet because they are directly above, beside each other. Okay? They will never meet. No matter how long the line is, they will never meet because there are two straight lines that will never meet. Okay? A line segment has a beginning and an end point. So this does not go on like this line forever. Okay? This is just a segment. A segment means a part of a line. Okay? So it has a start point and an end point. Intersecting lines are like the opposite of parallel lines. They are two lines that cross each other at a certain point. Okay? And perpendicular lines are intersecting lines that form a 90-degree angle or a right angle. Okay? So keep that in mind, the types of lines, okay? Because you will use that later on, especially parallel lines.